Hi, good evening. I'm Shane Jones with the Lime Sports World. Lendl Simmons scored a century as West Indies beat Bangladesh by 40 runs in the first one-day international in Mirpur today. The Trinidadian scored a maiden international 100 to help guide the regional team to a commanding total of 298 for 4 after batting first, their second highest limited overs score against the Tigers. Man of the match, Simmons smashed 122 of those runs, with Marlon Samuels adding 71 and Kieron Pollard 41. When the home side came out to bat, Ravi Rampal, Andre Russell and Samuels all took 2 wickets as the Bangladesh innings eventually ended on 258 for 7. Take a look at the highlights.
Overpitched. Oh, beautiful shot. Lovely touch. Equipped ears to play these kind of shots. That is a beautiful shot.
That'll be 100 for Lendl Simmons. First 100 in one-day internationals. I think the only thing that will mitigate against him is a heat, but 50 comes up for Marlon Samuels, and altogether a pretty good innings and a pretty good effort from him.
And that's lobbed up to short wind leg. That's a big one. Marlon Samuels frees his arms.
Samuels
gives him the short one. Goes for the hook. It's in the air.
Samuels, it went up in the air, and as he looked around, he had his heart in his mouth, and well judged catch.
I mean, that is probably better shape on the shot, and look at how far it's gone. And that has just clipped the off stump, and that is the end of Bravo. So another lovely change of pace. Up in the air. Will it carry to long on? It does, and it's taken. Rodal Hussain has some success.
Over pitch, and a lovely shot. Good balance. Good timing. There goes Tamim Iqbal. He's not going to hang around. He's going to play his strokes when it's up there.
Oh, yeah! Gone straight away. First ball, Davindra Bishu strikes. That's the end of Tamim Iqbal. Shot, wonderful shot. 50 for Naeem Islam.
Hit it up, it's going high. There's a fielder coming underneath that one, and he's hung on to that. A superlative catch over his shoulders.
Now has he gloved it? Yes, he has gloved it. Finger goes up. Ashraful has to go. Good use of the short ball again. Oh yeah! Is that another one gone? Marlon Samuels, he does it again. Wickets falling in this batting power play.
Big swing, and it's just gone up in there. So all discussion of Bangladesh heading towards victory seemed to be lost with the captain, Mohammad Ashraful, giving reason for the West Indies to rejoice.
Has that gone all the way? Yes, it has the legs. Easy catch. Again, the short ball has worked for Ravi Rampal.
Bowled came back, hits the timber.
And cementing his place. So there we go. Game over. West Indies are winning this first one-day international by 40 runs.
Well, Game 2 is on Saturday again in Dhaka. It'll be live on MCTV Sports Max channel and also on Radio 94.7 FM from 3 and 3:30 a.m. respectively. Barbados took another 2 bronze medals at the Commonwealth Weightlifting Championships in South Africa this morning through Brandon Best and in the junior and senior 85-kilogram class. That now makes it 4 medals, all bronze for Barbados at these weightlifting games. Now, earlier this week, Altmark Applewhite and Brian Best placed 3rd in their categories. The Garrison Secondary School registered a whopping 20-point victory over Queen's College in their latest game in the secondary school's netball under-19 league at Husbands. CBC's Sean Green was there.
The Garrison took center stage when they traveled to QC to take on the home team. And they started with such aggression that the QC supporters had very little to shout about in the early stages. Shanique Thomas did her bit with 4 from 11. But those moments were few and far between, as Garrison were busy peppering the goal. This is Shanika Wharton, very accurate with this one. The Queen's College supporters weren't going anywhere, and Thomas knew that and was spurred on by the encouragement. However, that didn't slow down the Garrison. They kept things moving. Nikita President passes to Wharton, who nails it. She had 10 from 12 attempts. In the second half, Garrison continued to write a winning script. Vanessa Reed Cox, the national under-16 player, had 13 of 19. Ashley Clark had a 50-50 game for QC, shooting 6 of 12. Nikita President had 7 for the Garrison as they registered a commanding 30-10 victory over QC. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
And we're back with news that Jack Warner has described the leaking of a video appearing to show him urging officials to accept cash gifts from former FIFA presidential candidate Mohammed bin Hammam as part of a conspiracy against the game in the Caribbean. In that video, the former FIFA vice president can be heard urging fellow Caribbean Football Union officials to accept $40,000 cash gifts from bin Hammam at a meeting held on May 11th in Trinidad and Tobago. Yesterday, Warner admitted that the voice on the tape urging Caribbean officials to accept the money and use it for development was indeed his own. But the former president of the Caribbean Football Union and CONCACAF said the timing of the leak, which comes in a week in which 15 regional officials are facing ethics committee hearings, showed that FIFA has prepared to do all it could to defend its position. Warner, the TNT Minister of Works and Infrastructure, said the individuals responsible for recording the meetings and the subsequent releasing of the contents showed a clear case of entrapment. Warner resigned when faced with the accusations, and bin Hammam has been banned for life by FIFA for his role in the alleged bribery incident. Manchester City striker Carlos Tevez is to face disciplinary proceedings over his alleged refusal to play in the Champions League defeat to Bayern Munich. City launched an inquiry and suspended Tevez after he reportedly refused to come off the bench in the 2-0 loss last month.
The Argentine has been serving his 2-week suspension in South America while his club conducted an internal investigation, and he is now set to face disciplinary action. Tevez seemed to refuse to come on as a sub during the second half of City's 2-0 defeat to Bayern Munich in Germany. It's being reported that he could be suspended for another 4 weeks and fined 6 weeks' wages, which would equate to roughly $2.4 million.
Portugal, Croatia, Ireland and the Czech Republic have been seeded in the draw for the Euro 2012 playoffs, in which 8 second-place sides from the group stage will compete for the 4 remaining places for next year's finals.
Portugal were drawn against Bosnia-Herzegovina in what will be a repeat of a tie to determine one of the last places at the 2010 World Cup. Portugal just edged out Bosnia in the playoff 2 years ago, but against Edin Dzeko and company, this will be a very difficult match for the Portuguese. Bosnia-Herzegovina are trying to qualify for a major tournament for the first time. Turkey and Croatia also know a fair bit about each other. They were involved in a thrilling quarter-final at the last European Championships in 2008, when Turkey equalised in the last minute of extra time and then won on penalties. Estonia have been drawn against Giovanni Trapattoni's Ireland, while the Czech Republic will play Montenegro. Those ties will be played in the second week of November.
A trip to St. Lucia will be the top prize for this year's 5K My Lord's Hill Road Race. Organizer David Oxley told CBC Sports that he is expecting over 150 runners.
This road race is to encourage the people in My Lord's Hill to come out and support sports. Right, so that way we organize the road race. This is the 3rd year, and it'll be starting from the Ivy, St. Michael, and going towards Horace Cross Road, Titchburn, Bell Gully, Bell Tenantry, Litquist Village, Mays Road, Rogers Road, Skeets Road, Ivy Road, then cross the Blemon playing field back onto the National Sports Council car park at the finish.
Okay. Oxley added that the event was born out of community awareness.
We was only the three after playing football, and I tell the youngsters, man, that I want to hold something in the community that people looking for it every year. So that's why we come up with this idea that we should hold a road race. And I tell them, man, listen, that's a good idea. We should hold a road race so that every year we know that we got people from outside coming in the community to see what the community is all about.
Start time is 4 p.m. this Sunday with registration being completed at the National Sports Council.